Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to class 2 of Fire Protection System Design. So, before starting, I would like to request to kindly subscribe my channel so you will get the new video uh, as I will upload on regular basis. So, in first class, class 1, we have discussed that how to set up Revit model before starting the modeling work. So in class 2 we will discuss that design how to design fire protection system. So first, before starting, just see the area of the building. So what is the area and in which occupancy is coming this building. So first check the area of this building, total area, what is the total area of this building. As per NFPA 13, just I am opening that NFPA 13, this is the NFPA 13. Here is the fire protection area limitation. This is NFPA 13 edition 2016. In light hazard occupancies, if the floor area less than or 48310 meter square, 48310 meter square or less than 48310 meter square, we will consider one sprinkler zone. And if area coming more than 4830 meter square, so we will consider two zone or multiple zone if according to area. So you see here in the light hazard occupancy and ordinary hazard occupancy, the sprinkler zone area is coming same, and extra hazard occupancies and sprinkler one sprinkler zone areas 3720 meter square. So this is the area limitation. So now we go in Revit, we check what is the area of this floor, this complete floor area. So go to annotate, filled region, just roughly we check this area, we will adjust later, no problem. Let's see what is the area. So total area is 1663.992 meter square. So this area is less than 4830 meter square. So we will consider one sprinkler zone for this area. So in the second point, we have checked the area limitation of sprinkler zone as per floor plan. So now we see that in this building coming in which hazard occupancy. So as per NFPA 13 we check, will check in NFPA 13 in section number 8.5.2, just we check here. So this is NFPA 13. As per NFPA 13, light hazard occupancy include occupancies having zoos and conditions similar to the following. So these all the buildings like animal shelters, education clubs, hospitals, museum, library, except large stack rooms, residencies, office including data processing. So our buildings coming under office categories. So this building coming under light hazard occupancies. Now we go into the Revit. The most of the rooms coming under light hazard occupancies like offices and corridor, and this cafeteria space, storage, it is coming under ordinary hazard occupancies. And now we'll go for the sprinkler distributions. So as per NFPA 13, just the NFPA 13 is completely based for the sprinkler system. So chapter number 8 of the NFPA 13, just click on chapter number 8. This is chapter number 8. So as per this building, that most of the room coming under light hazard occupancies. So here is the giving that protection area and minimum spacing, standard pendant and upright spray sprinkler of the light hazard occupancies. So in the light hazard occupancies, for the non-combustible obstructed hydraulic calculated, if the we will provide the pipe sizes based on the hydraulic calculation, then we can go the area for the one sprinkler 20.9 meter square, and if we are providing as per pipe schedule, we can go 18.6 meter square as per NFPA 13 for the light hazard occupancies. Now we come on this ordinary hazard occupancies. For the one sprinkler coverage area, we can take up to 12.1 meter square, and maximum spacing between sprinkler to sprinkler we can go 4.6, and same maximum spacing sprinkler to sprinkler we can go 4.6 in the light hazard occupancies also. So this is the for the sprinkler spacing and sprinkler coverage. Now we come on this Revit floor plan. So now we'll go for the sprinkler distribution. Now what we require that sprinkler family. So sprinkler family you can download from internet. Go to this Tyco website, type tycofire.com. so here in the technical data you see here library, BIM library, and you can download this family. Here all are the Revit families. So in the fall ceiling area we are providing concealed pendant sprinkler. So I have downloaded that concealed pendant sprinkler from this Revit library, and I have downloaded. You can check here, all the families are there. I have downloaded and already I have uploaded this one. I selected this one, concealed pendant sprinkler. So now we go for the distribution of the sprinkler. Just check the spacing, check up to here what is the length, 19.9 meter square, and width 2.7 meter square. So as per light hazard occupancies, between sprinkler to sprinkler we can go maximum distance 4.6 meter square. So go to calculator, 19.9 divided by 4.6. So total 5 sprinkler required in this area. So I would like to request you kindly subscribe my channel. So in class 3rd we will go that sprinkler distribution. Thank you very much to watching this video.